I was probably one of those guys who like yo-yoed a ton. Every time I'd start something, it would be one of those, you get about 2 weeks momentum and fall off, walking in, picking up some dumbbells in the gym, doing a couple things I used to like, and then wondering, what else do I want to do today? Not just kind of having that path to follow. Right before KT, wasn't at my best. I would say about 18 months before was probably skinny fat. Was like, hey, I tore up this shoulder and waited like 6 years to get surgery. I was just getting cortisone shots like quarterly until the doctor said no more. I was probably less patient and shorter tempered because I was frustrated with myself, right? I feel like I always knew the path-ish to kind of get back in shape. Like I said, I grew up in the weight room, lifted a lot of weights, but really hardest thing was being a working guy, busy guy. Wasn't dialed in on the diet at all. I was just kind of, hey, I'm working out, I'll be okay, but definitely wasn't eating the way I do now. My wife had bought a Peloton and I grabbed a pair of shoes and tried it for a little bit and I was like, this is okay, but it wasn't 100% me. I wasn't lifting at the time. I was, coming off a shoulder, I was walking in the evening, and I could put pressure on it to like, ride the Peloton and stuff like that, but wasn't at a point where I was lifting weights at all. I was heavier than I wanted to be right before KT started because I was coming off that shoulder surgery and I had tried to drop a bunch of weight beforehand, but then of course I put it back on. When we started, I was at 230, and I got down to like 198, dropped about 30 pounds, put on muscle. Pants went from like a 36 to a 32. I hadn't been 32 since like the 8th grade. Just feeling so strong altogether. I wanted to increase my range of motion. Like I was just thinking, like I had the shoulder, I still have a bad knee, but it's gotten a lot stronger. But like getting down on the floor with the kids, I was like, I'm way too young to like not feel good, just like wrestling around with my kids, right? I wanted to feel strong again, like I used to, and be able to like lift heavy stuff. And the other thing I was really looking at as I was assessing things was like, what is going to give me like functional strength? I feel way better than I ever did when I was, kind of just traditional lifting in the gym. My house is under a big renovation right now. So it's all tore up. And fortunate enough, we know the people who bought the house next door to us. And so they told my wife and I and family, hey, y'all just stay in there. So I pretty much moved my entire house by myself, just through a side yard over like 2 weeks every night, like a box of books, box of this, and then taking apart the beds. And I had 2 buddies and one of my brothers come over to help one day, and we had probably been going hard for like 4 hours, and I noticed like everyone was just like dogging it, and I was just like snatching boxes and just walking through the yard. I'm like, what is up with you guys? And I realized I was like, oh, I'm just like in ridiculously good shape right now. I'm strong, I have good cardio, like I don't get tired. I wouldn't say I feel bulletproof, but like I feel really, really good compared to possibly when I was just lifting free weights in the gym, and it's the little things when you go to like lift luggage and do different stuff. But I work out, like I'm surrounded by toys, I'm in their playroom, I just get up. The only way for me to get it done is to get after it early in the morning. So they'll normally start coming down and they know, they'll kind of like count and they'll be like, okay, that was 10 swings, like he's gonna take a rest, I can run behind him and get over to the couch. They know dad's up and working out every morning. I love that, as I hope I'm kind of setting the right example. Once you get it, you don't want to give it up. Like my day is jacked up if I don't get a workout in the morning now. If I don't get my 4 for a week, like it is my stress relief from work. It gets everything I got going the right way. And the thing is, even though I know how to do all the exercises now, I still love that it just laid out. Right? It doesn't matter how strong I am. I still get up and like, here's your workout for the day. Like, here's what you got to do. Like, I still lean on the simplicity and the consistency of the program 2 years in. And you don't have to go and use like 50 pieces of, equipment at the gym. And that, just simplifies things for me. Go all in. I've said that a lot. You got to just commit and go all in. I know that not only the workout can probably be or seem like it's daunting or different. I know the financial commitment is a serious one, but all the other stuff in your life that like you're looking around you that you think's going to kind of make you happy starts with like yourself. So if you can get yourself right, all the other stuff just kind of falls into place. I can't tell you how many times you go out and you buy a new shirt, pants, and then you put on, you're like, man, I like the way it looks. It's not the shirt and the pants, it's the body it's on. Like everything kind of starts with yourself. It's your health and you can't not invest in your health. It's the number one thing you should invest in. You got one body, you got to use it the rest of your life. If you just follow the steps, you can't not get strong. If you just show up, you just take it day by day, you can't not get strong as hell. Go all in.